Hello and welcome to the Property News here on Magic Bricks Now, India's first property channel. I'm Krishna Kumar. Let's take a look at the top stories that we're tracking.
हम चाहते कि वो यंत्रण हमारे पास सब है, हम वो यूज़ करेंगे, लेकिन उसके लिए लगने वाला पैसा शायद हम उनके पास वो बिल सब भिजवा देंगे ताकि उसका वो पेमेंट करें.
The BMC is willing to repair roads across Mumbai in 15 days but wants multiple state agencies that oversees the roads to foot the bill. That's the word coming in from the first citizen of the country's richest civic body, who claims that the BJP and the Shiv Sena will now work together to make Mumbai pothole-free. The Maharashtra government will not keep its promised Independence Day date with the regulator. Magic Bricks now learns that Maharashtra's RERA will be delayed by a month. Expect an interim real estate regulator in the state only by September. That is a Magic Bricks Now exclusive. The centre mulls new real estate friendly green norms and plans to entirely do away with environment clearances for big projects. Activists slam the move. Also on the show, a sweet victory for a Mumbai home buyer. The National Consumer Disputes Redressal Commission, or the NCDRC, orders the Lodha Group to hand over the flat to the buyer, foot their legal bills and pay penalty for every day possession was delayed. Let's kick things off with our continued big focus, Mumbai's pothole nightmares. The BJP Shiv Sena brokered peace over Mumbai's pothole roads, pledged to work together, but still don't see eye to eye. In fact, the Mumbai mayor, Sneha Lambekar, promises to repair all roads across Mumbai, even those that come under the BJP-run state authorities. She, however, made it very clear that the state will have to foot the bill.
ज़रूरी है क्योंकि मुंबई के रास्ते हैं, लेकिन लोगों को पता नहीं चलता कि कौन सा रास्ता कहाँ पे है. कई रास्ते एमएमआरडी के अख्तियार में आते हैं, कहीं पे पीडब्ल्यूडी के आते हैं, कहीं पे बीपीटी के आते हैं, कहीं पे और एमआरडीसी हो गए, सब प्राधिकरण के आते हैं. लेकिन लोगों को सुविधा देना हमारा पहला कर्तव्य है, इसलिए हम लोगों ने मिलकर ही इसके ऊपर उपाय योजना भी करनी चाहिए. जो महानगर पालिका के अख्तियार में जो आ रहे हैं रास्ते, उसके ऊपर तो हम लोग काम कर ही रहे हैं, वार्ड लेवल से कर रहे हैं, कॉन्ट्रैक्टर भी अपॉइंट किए गए हैं. और अगर नहीं किए होंगे तो आपके माध्यम से मैं प्रशासन को भी कहना चाहूँगी कि वो अपने लेवल तक करने की कोशिश करें और उनको लोगों को सुविधा दें. और जो अदर प्राधिकरण हैं उनसे भी रिक्वेस्ट करेंगे आप वो हमें हस्तांतरित कर दिया जाए ताकि हम उसकी देखभाल कर सकें.
ओके, तो मैम टाइमलाइन क्या है? व्हाट इज द टाइमलाइन दैट यू आर लुकिंग एट टू इंश्योर कि मुंबई पॉटहोल फ्री हो?
जैसे लास्ट वीक 3-4 दिन से मैं खुद हर एक रास्ते पे मुआयना कर रही हूँ और वो रास्ते के सब फोटोग्राफ्स मैंने जो प्राधिकरण अपने जो अधिकारी है अतिरिक्त आयुक्त संजय देशमुख जी उनके पास दिए हुए हैं. और जो कुछ समस्या है, जो ऑब्जर्वेशन है, कुछ सूचनाएं हैं उनको बताई गई है. वो सब देखते हुए उन्होंने हमें 15 दिन की अवधि दी गई है और उन्होंने कहा है कि विदिन 15 डेज सभी पॉटहोल्स को भरा जाएगा और रास्ते को सुधारा जाएगा.
तो आपको क्या लगता है मैम, एक ही एजेंसी होनी चाहिए, एक ही अथॉरिटी होनी चाहिए जो पूरे रोड्स को देख सके अक्रॉस मुंबई, सो दैट यू नो फॉर बेटर अकाउंटेबिलिटी पर्पस?
डेफिनेटली अगर एक ही अथॉरिटी रहेगी तो हैंडल करने के लिए प्रॉब्लम नहीं होगा. लेकिन उसके लिए ऐसा भी है कि हम काम करने के लिए तैयार है, क्योंकि बाकी सब प्राधिकरण के पास यंत्रणा नहीं है, उनके पास मैन पावर नहीं है, इंस्ट्रूमेंट नहीं है और काम करने की यंत्रणा नहीं है. तो हम चाहते हैं कि वो यंत्रणा हमारे पास सब है, हम वो यूज़ करेंगे, लेकिन उसके लिए लगने वाला पैसा शायद हम उनके पास वो बिल सब भिजवा देंगे ताकि उसका वो पेमेंट करें, क्योंकि पैसा तो चाहिए ही. और मैंने माननीय मुख्यमंत्री देवेंद्र फडणवीस साहब जी को भी लेटर लिखा है कि आप एक बैठक लगाइए जिसमें सभी प्राधिकरण के लोगों को बुलाया जाए और ज़्यादा सर चाहूँगी कि सभी रास्ते हमें हस्तांतरण कर दिया जाए, हैंड ओवर कर दिया जाए ताकि उसके ऊपर हम लोग कर. लेकिन अभी तुरंत हमें जो काम करना है वो सब लोग ने मिलकर करना है. गड्ढे मुक्त मुंबई करना, यही आज हमारा एजेंडा है. अभी हाल में तो चीफ मिनिस्टर अभी बाहर है, वो आते ही 14 तारीख को आते ही उसके ऊपर हो जाएगा, हम लोग बैठेंगे. कल मुंबई नियोजन समिति की मीटिंग भी है, वहाँ पे माननीय हमारे पालक मंत्री सुभाष देसाई साहब के अध्यक्ष में होने वाली है, तो उनके पास भी हम लोग ने ये सब सवाल रखे हुए हैं, वो भी कल उसके ऊपर कुछ तो निर्णय देने वाले हैं।
मैम आखिरी सवाल, हमारे जो चैनल पे जो व्यूवर्स हैं और अक्रॉस मुंबई जो सिटीजन्स हैं, उनको आप एक कमिटमेंट देंगे कि कब तक मुंबई पॉट होल फ्री होगा?
आज से लेके 15 दिन तक का समय मैं दे सकती हूँ, लेकिन मैं चाहूँगी कि उनका भी सहकार्य रहना चाहिए।
Now, my colleague Disha also caught up with BJP corporator Manoj Kotak and asked him how the BJP plans to work with the Sena for a pothole-free Mumbai. Listen to what he had to say.
Within 15 days, short-term plan will be ensured, and before Ganpati, they will ensure that every road of the Mumbai city will be pothole-free.
Before Ganpati is the timeline.
The time limit given by Mayor and Mr. Deshmukh.
Okay. We all know that Mayor had also written a letter to the Chief Minister suggesting that all the roads should come under one authority for better accountability. We know that today many roads, half of them are under BMC, half of them are under MMRDA, PWD. So exactly what these agencies are going to do, because all these agencies have a helpline number, but they pass it on to the BMC. So exactly what these agencies are going to do, what are going to be their role in this?
There is two roads, Eastern Express and Western Express. Two highways are under PWD. All roads are lying with the corporation. Corporation should ensure their roads to be repaired first. They should not think about the state government paying money to them, or they should take responsibility of state government road. I think PWD minister has visited the Western Express highway and is ensuring that PWD roads are going to be in good shape.
Okay, so going forward, I mean, all roads are not going to be repaired by the BMC. Is that what you're saying?
Definitely, corporation is having his own roads burden, and mayor should see that our road should get repaired first by corporation. We are ensuring that corporation officials work day and night to repair this kind of road which is under the corporation. Only two roads are with the PWD. MMRDA must be having one or two road, or BPT is having one road only. So there is no question comes up about the different authority or 50-50 ka ratio. There is no 50-50 ka ratio. Let me ensure you first. And this is the duty of the corporation to give us the monsoon pothole free ride.
Now, while politics over potholes takes over road repairs, we caught up with daily commuters who bear the brunt of the crater-filled maximum city. Listen to what they had to say.
खड्डा होने से बहुत तकलीफ होता है, कभी-कभी लेडीज़ लोग को भी बहुत तकलीफ रहता है, और बारिश के अंदर कभी आदमी गिर भी जाता है तो उसको महसूस भी नहीं होता है कि इधर इतना बड़ा खड्डा है, और हाथ पांव टूट जाता है।
बुजुर्ग लोग रहते हैं, जैसा आप देखते हो बुजुर्ग लोग, उन लोग के लिए प्लेन रोड रहे तो सही है, एक्चुअली उनको रोड क्रॉस करने के लिए तकलीफ है, उसके ऊपर से खड्डा भी है, तो ये तो बहुत बेकार है खड्डा होना, तो ये सब हटाना चाहिए गवर्नमेंट को। जैसा ये सब बना रहे, खड्डे पे भी ध्यान देना चाहिए।
कोई बाइक चला रहा है, बाई चांस अगर किसका बैलेंस बिगड़ गया तो उसको चोट लग सकती है और उसका मतलब परेशानी हो सकती है गड्ढे में, तो मतलब गड्ढा नहीं होना चाहिए मुंबई में।
With the ruling party being in the BMC corporation for last 25 years, there's no changes at all whatsoever where the roads are concerned. It's a shoddy state of affairs, and I've just been riding from Dockyard till Vadala now, and it's horrible. It's like playing musical chairs, actually, if you ask me. Let's hope they do something good before the next elections, at least.
In fact, let's keep it with the pothole menace. Ahmedabad too has seen its roads getting battered by the monsoon. 2 inches of rainfall on Tuesday was enough to damage roads in localities like Ranip, Shahibag, Idgah and Prem Darwaza Road. Waterlogging, cave-ins and uprooting of trees were reported across the city. Potholes were also reported in areas like Satellite, Jodhpur, Naranpura, Ashram Road, Paldi, Bodakdev, Vastranpur, Chandkheda and Bhopal. The Ahmedabad Municipal Corporation is trying to bring the situation under control. However, as you can see on your screens, action lags promises. Shifting focus then, in a bid to make green approvals faster and easier, the centre is looking to incorporate these within the framework of the newly released model building bylaws. What this means is that developers will not need to approach a separate agency for a green nod. The ministry is currently seeking public opinion on this particular proposal. Magic Bricks Now's Deepa Rana caught up with Rajiv Talwar, CEO of DLF and chairman of Naretco, to find out how this move will impact the real estate sector. Take a look.
I've been joined by Mr. Rajiv Talwar, so thank you for talking to us. So as you know that the Environment Ministry is now going to come up with the environmental norms, and it has been delayed for some time now, but how will this impact and help the real estate sector grow, sir?
I think the dream of the Prime Minister is that housing for all by 2022, which means that crores of houses have to be made, and therefore there must be some ease of business in implementing any scheme for housing.
Earlier, it was the builders who were complaining that it takes a lot of time and, it's a lot of time consuming to go to every department and get an environment clearance done, because of which lots of projects were stalled.
Yes.
And now that these notification is going to come up and everything, do you think that this will help in actually fast tracking the projects also?
Yes, I think there is that one of the problems of the real estate sector is that maybe 40 to 50 clearances are required under different acts and different statutes, and therefore a beginning has to be made towards a single window clearance. I think this step by the Union Environment Ministry is a very major reform which is being made, not only for allowing construction to take place much faster, but more than that, I think which the country gets rated on, the ease of doing business here. If every place and every authority is going to take its own sweet time, then I'm afraid buildings or any project for that matter will never get completed. And I'm sure we all, as responsible citizens, share the responsibility of seeing that there is the most minimum impact on the environment. All environmental measures prescribed by the government are undertaken, and obviously the citizen who is going to live in those houses is provided a much better quality of life through improved environment management.
And to give more perspective on the matter, we're also being joined by Stalin Dayanand, Project Director at NGO Vanashakti. Thank you so much for taking time out to be with us. My first question to you is, tell us, how do you think this move will impact the environment?
This is a very dangerous move which the government has initiated. There is no dearth of construction all around in the city of Mumbai. Let us take all urban cities. They are all over-constructed. For example, there are 2 lakh houses unsold and ready in Mumbai. And in such a scenario where there is a glut of constructed houses, this excuse that this environment clearance is being waived for affordable housing should not be perpetuated. It is a lie, and this will only damage the environment beyond repair, because what you are playing with is something which you cannot restore. The government needs to explain why it is not implementing the checks and balances which are there in the statute. Instead of prosecuting violators, in fact, if you see, there is a record of hundreds of violations by the developers which have not been literally they have not been penalized for it. And in such a situation, you are just opening the doors for violations to happen left, right, and center. This is nothing short of madness.
Madness, Dayanand. Environmental norms have also been decreased from 100 to 14. Do you think more stringent laws are the order of the day at this point in time?
There is no need for stringent laws. You only have to implement the existing laws. The laws are stringent enough. In matters of environment, the precautionary principle applies. You cannot destroy and then say, okay, now you've destroyed, so let us condone it or let it move on. It doesn't happen that way. You have to be scared. You have to be doubly careful when you're going to destroy something which is environmentally sensitive.
All right, Mr. Dayanand, the government has fast-tracked the building permissions, but it is at the cost of the environment. So that's the final conclusion, you'd say, right?
Definitely. See, there is nobody is against construction or development. The environmental cost has to be paid up earlier, and the environmental safeguards have to be put in place before the work starts. What do you mean by saying that you can start the work without a clearance? Isn't it saying that you can rob and then get away with it? This is nothing short of a brazen attempt by the government to please the developers who have probably funded election campaigns.
Brazen attempt by the government to please developers is the word coming in from environmentalist Mr. Stalin Dayanand. Thank you so much for taking time out to be with us here on the Property News on Magic Bricks Now. And with that, it's time for a quick break here on the show. But still ahead, sweet victory for a Mumbai home buyer. The National Consumer Disputes Redressal Commission, or NCDRC, orders the Lodha Group to hand over the flat to the buyer and foot their legal bills More details in just a couple of minutes. Keep it with Magic Bricks now.
Magic Bricks Now is available online. Stay updated with the latest and exclusive property news and analysis. Watch views and concerns of top real estate players. Get live streaming of your favorite shows. Send in your queries. Connect to us by sending your feedback all on the go. Only at mbnow.in.
Home buyers waiting for a real estate regulator from Maharashtra will now have to wait longer. The state will not be able to keep its promise of rolling out an interim regulator on Independence Day, the 15th of August. In fact, do not expect a regulator in Maharashtra before September. Ruchi Deshpande gets you some exclusive details in this report. Take a look.
2 months from now is when the Maharashtra government will get an interim housing regulator. This, remember we told you last month on Magic Bricks Now that the Maharashtra government had promised a housing regulator, an interim housing regulator to its citizens on the 15th of August, that is Independence Day. Now sources from the Maharashtra government tell Magic Bricks Now that this in fact has been pushed forward by an entire month, which is by September is when we will get the interim housing regulator from the Maharashtra government. In fact, the sources from Maharashtra government also told Magic Bricks Now that they have set the rules in place and they have sent these rules to the law and judiciary department of the state. 8 to 10 days from then is when the law and judiciary department will send these rules back to the Maharashtra government, after which the government will throw them open for a period of 3 weeks to the general public for suggestions and objections, and it is after that that they will have the final draft of the rules of housing regulator in place. Remember the central government's RERA, that is Real Estate Regulatory Authority, mandates that every state should have a housing regulator in place latest in 6 months, that is by October 2016 of that is this year. So the Maharashtra government, while it will be having an interim regulator 1 month before the mandated date, it is still delayed by a month, since it was promised that the interim regulator would be out by August of this year.
Time now for a story that proves if you stand up for your rights, you can triumph. 6 years after he was promised possession, a Mumbai home buyer has finally got his home and compensation for every day the developer delayed delivery. Suyesha Sawant gets us this story of a home buyer who took on the marquee Lodha Group and won.
6 years after the promised date of delivery, Elvis and Alona De Silva finally have the home to their name. Though this came after 2 years of a tough legal battle against marquee developer Lodha Group. The couple had booked a flat at Fairfield in Lodha's Thane project Luxuria in 2009. At booking, they paid 57 lakh rupees, about 67% of the total value of the flat. The flat cost around 86 lakh rupees. They were promised possession of the flat in 2010, by which time they had paid 79 lakhs of the total value. However, the builder failed to deliver the flat on time. Not only this, in 2011, the builder also raised a demand for the balance 6.3 lakhs in the name of starting brick and plaster work. The De Silvas refused to pay up until they were permitted to check the progress of work.
I went to site to see whether it was really the case, but I was not given permission to look at it because of security reasons. And in June 2011, they asked me to pay an interest of 53,000, which I refused to pay because I would have paid them 98.5% of the project value. And they were so rash with me.
The Lodha Group allegedly slapped a claim of interest on delayed payment on the couple. When the De Silvas protested citing delay on the developer's part, the Lodha Group allegedly offered them possession of the flat without receiving the occupation certificate. This was in August 2012. Not the ones to give up, they sought legal help.
Builders can't take more than 20% at the booking time. And then the slabs are also decided. Initially 10% on completion of the first slab, then 15% on completion of the second slab. So why it is on the completion? People don't understand that we have to insist on completion. You have to get the pakka proof that there has to be an architecture certificate, and which is by law, or senior supervisor certificate on the side saying that this slab has been completed,
and only on completion he can ask these payments. Whereas in the agreement of Lodha, it was initialization of the first slab.
3 years later, the National Consumer Disputes Redressal Commission ruled in the De Silva's favour. It held that the Lodha Group had violated the terms of agreement by raising bills for work that was not completed. The court also said the consumer has every right to check the status of construction as and when they want to. The NCDRC has now ordered the Lodha Group to give the De Silva's possession of their flat, waive off the interest and pay a fine of almost 58 lakh rupees. The court has also awarded the couple 50,000 rupees as litigation cost.
Lawyers suggest the most important thing to learn from a case like this is the fact that the buyer should ensure that the builder-buyer agreement is not one-sided. It is important to get all your papers checked by a lawyer before you decide to sign on the dotted line. This is Suesha Samant for Magic Bricks Now.
In fact, Magic Bricks Now reached out to the Lodha Group for their response. The company sent us an email response, and I quote, "We have reviewed our actions in the matter and have taken necessary steps to ensure that such circumstances do not recur. We have already initiated the process of handing over possession to Mr. De Silva." End quote. Moving on to a quick design-it-yourself trick. Akash Berry tells us how to make a picnic basket out of old boxes available at home. Take a look.
A picnic basket. So this is an old cane box. मैं इसे use कर रहा हूँ for the authentic look, but you can use any old box you have. Then first paint it with the color of your choice. Then inside fix elastic strips like I have. Keep sticking them और बीच में gap छोड़ते रहिए. Then नीचे कपड़ा बिछा दीजिए. And now I'll use cardboard pieces. Cover it with any colored cloth. And now we'll use these to make partitions inside the box. Here we go. Like this. So now, because of these cardboards, I have 3 different partitions. One of bigger size, 2 small sized. Now let's fill this picnic basket. First, cutlery, all the spoons, forks, knives. Now, I'll keep the plates, paper plates or thermocol plates, use and throw, bread, then biscuits, chocolates, and if you're diet conscious like me, don't forget fruits, tissue paper, napkins, glasses. You can wrap these glasses in the napkin ताकि glasses टूटे ना. Toothpick and chocolate cake. And finally, मेरी picnic is incomplete without a bottle of wine or champagne.
And my picnic isn't complete either without a bottle of wine or champagne. And with that, it's a wrap on this edition of the Property News and Magic Bricks Now. Thank you so much for watching. This is Krishna Kumar signing off.
You can watch live TV on our website mpnow.in. Find us on Facebook at facebook.com/magicbricksnow. And don't forget to click the like button. You can also follow us on Twitter at Magic Bricks Now. To stay updated with all our programming, hit the subscribe button on our YouTube channel by logging on to youtube.com/Magic Bricks Now.